Darky for me.
All right, well, we're back into the picks and bans here. Dignitas now on the blue side, Navi now on the red. Joker, Mecha, They're banning out Joker, they're banning out Mecha Wonder Woman. And we see Doomsday and Arcane Green Lantern banned out by Navi, so they get the first pick on Gaslight Joker. So the Sushi Chef might be back. Sushi Chef?
Sushi Chef.
Or is it the Santa Claus? I think it's the Santa Claus
I think they play the Santa Claus and Navi play the Sushi Chef. Would not be surprised here if the Atomic Green Lantern Cup drops in, and I would not be surprised if Sashka locks in the Green Arrow for Endless, because they've obviously banned out the Mecha Wonder Woman.
Does Chris play it, though?
I'm not sure who else he would...
Don't tell me... Oh, no, they banned out Joker, so we're not going to see that, thank God.
No, maybe... Oh, I'd love to see a Gas Bats or Cyborg. If we see a Cyborg, I'm going to be very happy.
They played against Navi, and they just wrecked them with it, too. Like, they had such a strong front line that they couldn't get near him. But I think that's when they... Is that when they were running Robin as support? I think it might have been when they were running Robin. So, like, even if you do get to him, he's basically the escape mechanism for Cyborg.
Yeah. Oh, so he just gets on top of him, ults the guys away, and Cyborg just stands there?
Yeah, because, I mean, I think Cyborg, if I'm not mistaken, is the single highest damage dealer marksman that you can have if they're just left alone attacking you.
Yeah, pound for pound, he is the most damage dealer, but he suffers in terms of escape and that sort of stuff. Well, Shazam locked in. Sashka again going on that Shazam. Didn't have the best game of him last time.
Yeah, I wonder what would have happened differently if he didn't sit bottom lane for, was it like 2 minutes?
Yeah,
and
me
fall
too.
2 levels behind. I think it could have been a little bit different.
He actually did that twice. Stayed down the bot lane for an extensive amount of times.
Wow.
There it is, the Gas Bats. So, huge.
So they're taking away.
No, I see.
They're taking away all the marksmen from Endless, and he's gonna end up playing. That's basically Cyborg.
He has no one else to
play. Or
play.
Blue Beetle. Could potentially see that.
I don't think it'll be a Blue Beetle. I think we'll see a Cyborg coming out, because Cyborg can at least counter Neurok on that Gaslight Joker.
True.
But wow, that is very sneaky by Dignitas.
That's what they used to do. I remember, not them specifically, but back in the day when we had the 2-ban system, it was teams. Well, it was before more marksmen were introduced, before Green Arrow was in there, before even Blue Beetle. It was ban out 2 marksmen. Yeah. Or even if they ban out 1 as well, then you pick up 1, or you pick up 2 in the beginning, and then they have no marksman.
Yeah, they have no marksman.
Exactly.
Whatsoever. You have to play Harley Quinn.
Gosh.
Yeah, so what have they done here? They've gone for the Wonder Woman Prime, which Tarby's had some really good games on today. Endless picking up the Zatanna for Sander. And Sander had a really great game actually with Zatanna early in the day. Atomic Wonder Woman being hobbled over here by Chris.
So that would be their jungler.
Yeah.
They already have a mid laner. They need to support.
Suppose they would put... I don't really know. Darky back on Robin.
He definitely did well in Robin.
Yeah, he definitely did well.
I don't think, even though how much we hate him, we can't... Or hate Robin,
well, you hate him.
Not Darky. I'm speaking for Zacubus and I.
Yeah.
We do have to say he did play very well in that game. And
I think Rex may have learned a lesson or 2 from Darky then. Because obviously in the show match, Rex did not.
So that's how you play it.
Oh.
No, there it is. Cyborg being hovered over.
I mean, who else can they go for? No one.
Aquaman?
Please. Wow. I think Dignitas have really
I think they put him in
here on the picks.
Yeah, we were talking about the banning phase being pretty important here, and I think they just forced Navi on some very uncomfortable picks. Or by some, I mean just 1.
Yeah, and Endless is really not comfortable on Cyborg, definitely not. If he plays anyone else other than Green Arrow, it's Mecha. So I'm really interested to see how he's going to be able to cope with this. This is it's almost like a lot of pressure on Endless to be able to cope.
So I feel like with him on Cyborg now, the pressure falls on Sashka and Jutsu. It's the fact of Dignitas left open a lot of champions that are heavily played in the meta. So they were allowed to get the 2 first picks. Like they first picked those 2 because they wanted them. Also because they kind of needed to at the same time.
Yeah.
But they better be prepared to carry because they're going to need to here when you have Endless on a champion he's not necessarily comfortable with. Obviously Tavi can do very well. He has done very well against H2K earlier on with that Wonder Woman, but it's a whole other bag of toys here.
Yeah, I mean, Schlitzer on Gaslight Batman in the middle, very interesting. Schlitzer's an amazing mid laner, and I'm really interested to see what he's going to do here.
So this is what Zacubus always, or I always ask Zacubus, is this going to be power damage?
No, that's what
Batman?
I mean. No, we're looking across the board here. All their damage dealers are attack damage, even including Robin, who deals attack damage. I feel like he might even have power damage Gaslight Batman.
Or can he go hybrid?
It's not viable. Yeah, of course he can go hybrid, but I mean, Navi can build, if they build enough attack armor, they'll mitigate majority of Gasbat's damage, because power damage Gasbat is actually really powerful, but he's hard to execute.
Is ultimate, is that both? It's both damage?
His ultimate's power damage. And his E, the kick, is also power damage, and it does a lot of damage. It scales really well.
So that's a potential nice nuke.
Yeah, he's got a good burst.
But Then again, obviously the cooldown's very long, so it's kind of like that's a one-time thing, and if you miss that, then it's kind of like you're done.
We'll find out soon enough. He started with the Neil weapon, which is standard though, obviously, because...
What about his mods and stuff? What is he currently running here for this one?
He's running attack damage. He's got Joe Chill's mods and Shade's Cane. And he's also running attack damage and attack penetration, so he's definitely going attack damage.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go here. Navi versus Dignitas. This could be the final match of the series here. Dignitas currently leading 1-0, and they're one game away from winning that hefty amount of money, and not to mention to take home the pride to beat the team who's really kind of annoyed them, I'll say, at least online, with the amount of victories they've been able to take against them. 10-7, I believe, was the head-to-head between them. The only team to have a positive head-to-head up against Dignitas, or even close to it. And right now, they definitely want some redemption through all this offline event here. And
yeah,
this is looking very reminiscent of the show match we had.
Yeah. Invading that bottom stealth pad. Yeah, Navi are definitely not a team to let this competition slide. They want that €5,000 first place prize. Wow, look at this.
Is that to spot out if the marksman and support are going bottom side? Oh. Okay. They know where he is. They know where he ran.
Stay very quiet.
Darky, is he going to ward again? No, not putting a camera down that time.
No, wait, you see Wonder Woman Prime running straight into... No, they know where they are. Yeah.
Oh, they're all backing away. Okay. So just trying to get some vision of where Sasha goes. And obviously, being down here, I think they realize... All right, so Sasha's starting topside jungle. Contest the early... Oh, wow. Tavi goes in at the perfect second.
Yeah, that was close.
For his sake. And now I wonder, are they going to contest that early EMP now? And look at this. This is what we're expecting. Last game is that the support and the marksman take this early camp here on both sides and get yourself a nice early lead in that lane, whether it be experience or credits, and kind of roll with that. And you know, I want to talk about at least one thing here. And I'm not too sure how familiar you are between these matchups of Green Arrow versus Cyborg, and who can technically win the matchup, assuming there's no jungler interaction.
Well, it's a tough one. Green Arrow is just so strong in laning phase. He's a great all-rounder, and but Endless has the raw damage. So I think Endless can, like, if he puts the damage onto Darky, who's going to be much more in the front line than Chris, maybe they can force them back. But I think if it's just marksman be marksman, I think Chris has got the advantage of Green Arrow.
Okay, let's see how that one develops here.
I mean, they must have made him pick Cyborg for a reason, right?
Yeah. Well,
they basically banned their picks and bans around making sure that Endless ends up on Cyborg.
Exactly. And right now we do have junglers again visiting the top side here. Hedgecock's going to get a little bit of damage in there, but let's say this time Sashka and Jutsu are going to be the ones doing the bullying here. As you can see, Narok already below half HP. Hedgecock's being forced to pot up to kind of stay alive here, potentially contest this Raider, which will be started off here. It looks like that we'll just give it up. So we'll have an early EMP coming in for the side of Navi. And now I wonder about the bottom one. Everyone see a little bit of a change, and you can see Dutchcock's already heading for it.
Yeah, yeah. Bot lane's very interesting, actually. Tavi's lurking here. He's actually going to go in.
Oh, Darky going a little bit too deep here. Oh, the dodge and the lasso. That was pretty as hell.
Great sidestep there by Darky on Robin.
Fantastic. And that actually probably could have saved his life right there.
Yep. Because Chris is a bit low on health, because if he wanted to stay and fight, I'm sure Endless would not be shy to just change focus onto Chris.
Very true. And let's see, Dutchcock's now heading down towards the bottom side, not going for the MP just yet. Trying to get a couple of levels here, and you can see Sashka already heading down there. So I feel like if Navi can get this EMP as well, this would be very bad for Dignitas, where that early rank 2 of it could be even earlier than we expected, Raider.
Yeah, I mean, I think Intracrox really needs to get a move on, you know. He's level 2, he's taking this health thing, and he might not even have the health to fight this. Sasha's come already, he's in the lane. I think they might have to give this up.
Yeah, I think you're right here. Even have a camera to spot it out. So they will give away an early 2-stack EMP. But they've secured their own health drop, which can be huge. I mean, if we were to gauge an EMP drop on Raider versus a health drop on Raider, I feel like we both agree that the health drop is going to be doing a lot more for your team if the fight's going to break out.
Yeah, yeah, the double health aura is really, really strong when fighting against Raider. Especially because it heals the damage that Raider's dealing to you, and also the damage that you're taking inevitably from the enemy team.
All right, what about Gasbat versus Zatanna? Obviously not a matchup we see too often. But any thoughts on this one?
It's actually a very hard one to call. I don't ever see these guys match up. I mean, maybe see it in public games, but never see this matchup. But I don't know. I have faith. I mean, Gasbat's my favorite champ personally, so I think like I'm gonna have a bit more bias towards Schnitzer.
Well, he's now level 4. You can see he's zoning out Sander a little bit. And I really wonder, like, this is one thing I think about in my head is the fact of, you know, Gasbat, his damage is consistent because all he has to do is auto-attack you because of his ability to attack damage. But Zatanna, you have to land an ability, right? So it's a little bit harder to trade damage in that sense. But I feel if it comes into like ganking potential at level 6, I feel like obviously Zatanna's gonna offer way more.
Yeah.
Potentially in that one.
Yeah, no, you're right. Once she has the bunny, I think Na'Vi won't be afraid to get a bit more aggressive.
Especially with the Shazam in there.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good wombo combo, actually, by them two. Bunny someone, and then Shazam comes and lands straight on top of them.
I mean, I've had my fair share of misses with it. I'm pretty sure I can't miss even with the bunny in there.
Yeah.
But we'll see now the Raider has landed, has opened up potentially. Actually, I'm curious to see what side they're going to open it up on, too, because Dignitas tend to open on the top side. And you can see Narok heading straight for it. Yep. Wow. So they definitely went on the top side here.
Yeah. Itricox there, really playing mind games with Shashka. He will not leave this little pack alone. And he actually pulled out and stole the main drone out of that pack.
I wonder, do you think there's any reasoning? Well, obviously there's going to be reasoning, but what is the reasoning then of that top one, or the top Raider being put in?
What, White's at the top? Who opened it, do you know? I didn't actually
That was Nurok.
Nurok opened it.
Yeah.
I'm not 100%, to be honest. I mean, it does mean that the bot lane will have to move, and I don't see how they're more mobile than Tavi or Endless from Na'Vi.
That's yeah. I'm thinking. I'm just like, what? I remember the whole thing of like Schlitzer being the one to really zone at these Raiders, but he's not on a real champion that can zone that well. You know what I mean? I feel like Zatanna offers that way more.
Yeah, I feel like the zoners for Dignitas during the Raider will be Nurok, probably Darky. But then who's tanking me? You know, probably Coles.
It's gonna be an interesting one here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, looking at the picks and bans, I thought Dignitas did really well. But now seeing it in game, I think it's very, very even. I mean, there's only 100 credits in it.
Yeah,
it's actually it's exactly even now.
It's very a wonky one. I think it's just probably one of the most weird picks and ban phases we've had in a long time, if ever, to be honest. But you know, they have a plan apparently if they're going to go for that. We'll see how it works out here. And Chris just gonna tumble away from that one. And you can see Endless are taking a little bit of damage in there, but you're gonna see a little bit of a difference here between the two marks in terms of their build.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, he's gone for the crit chance with those ice goggles, Endless on the Cyborg, which is good, obviously, because if he can crit and do percentage health damage, then he's going to really tear through the enemy team. And Chris has gone standard. He's gone Coda Blade. Green Arrow scales really well with base, good flat attack damage. He has good utility, so different but explainable builds from both marksmen.
All right, well, meantime, Schlitzer head up towards the top side already. Has level 6. Maybe this is the gank that they're looking for to allow a potential Raider take here. And you know, Sashka's got to be very aware of his positioning. Obviously, the bottom lane of Na'Vi has gone back to base, so this might signal for Dignitas that maybe we shouldn't go for it just yet. Maybe they could be heading there. So obviously, their bottom lane is still sitting down there as well. But Schlitzer is already, I think he made his presence known on the top side as he's helping out with this EMP.
Yeah, the majority of the Na'Vi team went back to base, so there's not much they can actually do here. I think that's maybe why they put the Raider on there.
All right, well.
I think they opened the Raider up top because they knew that the EMP top was going to do it, and then they could secure that and then move down to Raider. I think we might see a fight here.
This is a ballsy play. Sasha going straight for it here with that health drop. Gonna help it a little bit, but again, you see the damage not coming in. Nurok able to tank them up. He's 1v5 right now. He's gonna get bunnied up as well. Actually, I believe he did get bunnied up in there. No, he didn't. He did not. He's gonna go down from this one because he gets a little bit too aggressive here, and the bunny will come in onto Chris. Not necessarily the right target you want to have happen onto. But look at this. Schlitzer off to the side. He could have his ultimate. He could use it across to steal it away, and it will be actually going over to Na'Vi. And ultimate will come in and not really do too much damage. So Na'Vi now the ones to get the early control of the Raider. And now we're going to find out how Dignitas are going to counter this a little bit later on when we do see that second one finally reappear.
Yeah, I think there may be a bit of miscommunication there from Dig. New York went all in. Just 1v5 like you
Chris,
said.
what are you doing? Oh, he's trying to bait him in. The ultimate almost picks him up here, but he just barely survives. Now Darky might go down from this one. He's trying to run as fast as he can. It looks like he will escape this one, even the speed up being used. And now Dignitas going in, picks up a kill because Endless gets a little bit too deep.
Yeah, I mean, Cox literally, I think he saved his ultimate. Obviously, they didn't have the Raider fight, so... Oh, wow.
Oh, Sashka picks up a kill on the Schlitzer top.
They 1v1'd him.
Didn't even have an ultimate up. Or he didn't even use it.
He didn't use it, and he has full HP, so I'm not sure what actually happened on that.
I know Schlitzer had very little HP from the last fight, but maybe he just kind of overcommitted and got caught off because...
Maybe he caught him backing, perhaps?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Maybe in the shop or something. That's definitely happened to me a couple of times. But either way, 10 minutes in almost.
Great start for Na'Vi.
Yeah. It seems like almost the exact same start we saw at Dignitas here.
Yeah, exactly, just vice versa, right?
Yeah. Well, let's see exactly how this game is going to progress on, obviously.
Yeah, just going back to that Raider, I mean, it was 4v5 and New York went in and died instantly, so then it was 3v5 for a while Chris was running up from bot lane. He wasn't actually at the fight until New York was dead.
Okay.
So it's 4v5, New York dies, and it's 4v5 again, so they can't contest it.
You can see Tavi trying to come in from the backside here, trying to apply a little bit of pressure.
You're going to be spotted by that camera.
You can see Shazab there as well. So, now we're looking for a fight. Obviously, he's level 7 now. He's actually tied up with Dr. Cox, and he's got his ultimate available. It looks like they're going to go for the EMP. And let's see exactly what they decide to go for here. No, he's just going to back away. Okay. It's not committed to it just yet.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, Schlitz doing really well here in the middle. He's has a level advantage over Sander. Oh, he's got some good poke on him there, though. So I feel like Schlitz is doing really well. He has a very slight credit advantage. Sander has the poke advantage, but it's a very even mid lane. There's a fight going on down bottom here. Huge fight going on. Ellis getting taken down here, and I think that yeah, Idrikox picked up the kill here. Oh, the bat screen comes down. Taking it down. I think Jitsu's going to go down here as well. Idrikox chasing him down. Idrikox getting hit by some Zatanna poke. Idrikox chasing. I don't think any more kills are going to... Oh, that's a great pick by Chris. Will he explode and kill him? No.
I apologize for that shoddy camera work. I was hitting some wrong buttons. Got a little scared there. I was like, what do I hit? What do I hit? It kept going back to mid lane for some reason. But either way, so we had, what, 2 kills?
Yeah, 2 kills in favor of Dignitas.
So great job of them to turn it around, and that lead that Na'Vi had is now gone.
Yeah, exactly.
In terms of credits.
Yeah, 14.4k on either team. Very close game. Just that Na'Vi have that surveillance camera advantage.
And that's, you know, I think that's actually a good thing to have. I mean, I think whether they lose 2 kills and keep the Raider camera or lose the Raider camera and get 2 kills, I feel like getting the Raider camera is a huge win for them. Keeping it, sorry, because one thing Dignitas does, and does so often and so well, is the fact of they run through the jungle and catch you out so many times because they know they have the vision control with their own camera that you can't ward or obviously camera up against it.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I feel like that's still a big win for them as long as they keep that alive here. Yeah, don't let it get taken down.
Just looking at the minimap, I see they were pinging it, so they know that it's there, and Cox knows it's there. He's going to run around here. He's going to try and get some hits on it. Obviously, it takes 10 hits to destroy the surveillance camera. Na'Vi going to have time to come in and prevent this. Sander's going to do a little bit of poke. He's got 3 hits on it.
They can hit over the wall. No, they don't have anyone that can hit over the wall right now. Oof.
Yeah,
this might be a big mistake.
Oh, it's a big grab in there, grabbing Nurok.
Again, he's a very, very takey, big Santa Claus. And the camera will live to fight another day here. But again, Dignitas, they've already applied some pressure. And Na'Vi, obviously, seen it's down about half HP. Need to make sure to kind of keep tabs on it, you know, keep an eye on it because they don't want to let that go away for free. The Raider obviously coming up very, very shortly here.
Just about 50 seconds till this next Raider comes up, obviously in the top part. And we know that Na'Vi have that vision control in the top part of their side of the jungle, so Dignitas might want to try and get rid of it before this Raider spawns. They don't have any vision over it, so Schlitzer can't attack it over the wall.
You see Tavi trying to protect it here, definitely because of that Raider, like you're mentioning, coming up in 30 seconds. You see we will have Endless down the bottom lane, trying to head up now, because he realizes that, crap, I need to get up there as quick as I can. Can't shove out the lane anymore, can't get any more free credits, because this is going to be a big contest.
Grabbing an EMP up top to help them for the future. Okay, yeah, they should be able to grab this surveillance camera now. Just hitting it over the wall. One more hit.
Those range marks. That's a perfect time to take it down. Look at this, 10 seconds now to go.
Right now, ooh, Tavi's chasing.
We might get caught out, just get actually hammed into the team. Darky, though, maybe having to get back off of this one. Obviously going a little bit too deep. So I think Darky seems to do very well on Robin is go to ham.
Yeah.
And not the Nurok kind. But you can see Raider now alive, setting up for it. Have great camera control. They have Darky as the one to zone. They have Schlitzer here in middle, actually. Trying to force some pressure, trying to force them over here. And it looks like the Raider might go down just quick enough here, down about half HP.
They're just trying to bait it. Schlitzer's just hanging around zoning with
They're giving
Darky.
it up?
They got it.
Wow.
They gave it up.
Now, don't tell me they got to fight after this as well. Like, there's what's the point of fighting around this unless you got to get Raider as well. So they will get the camera down the top side, so they'll maintain the control around that Raider vision.
I think Schlitzer did very well confusing them.
I was confused. I was like, why is he middle still?
He was staying in middle, thinking, so Na'Vi are thinking, well, you know, they can't be taking the Raider. Maybe they're just trying to bait us into a stealth pad and we'll get jumped. But no, they were busy taking the Raider.
And that's all due to that Raider camera going down before because they had vision of this entire stuff.
Exactly. And as soon as they lose vision, Raider spawns and they don't feel confident around their zone anymore because they don't have that vision that they've had.
Yeah.
But now Dignitas have the upper hand.
They do. They are leading by about 1.1 thousand credits, and we can finally see a little bit, you know, how you take that control back once you do lose it initially. Obviously, you know, Dignitas got a little bit, I don't want to say lucky, but they read into that bottom fight really well. Obviously, picking up those 2 kills without losing a single man to really give them a kill lead. But again, back to the game, about 15 minutes in. And you can see a couple of items being built up here. Schlittzer going for the Joestar Revolver already. Kodo Blade fully finished up for Chris. And well, now Tavi coming on the bomb side. Nice.
Very well played by Darky there to counter that lasso.
Yeah, and that will be a great disengage. So again, I mean, you have Chris who has his own disengage, but then you have Robin to furthermore prevent any engage onto you, which when you have a, I want to say Atomic Green Lantern, but the really thing is he can't engage, he can just pull like you into the team, and Robin can still separate you and get you out of that one. It's been very tough to lock down Chris, and if he keeps this up, you know, he's already been able to build up about a 400 credit lead. He's doing fairly well. He's 0-0-3, so he's got 3 assists under his belt. You know, if he can continue to farm with this, like you're saying, he's very strong in lane, he's very strong late game, then it's going to be very hard to kill him. Yeah,
he's one of the most balanced champs, I feel, in terms of throughout the whole game. He's good beginning, middle, and end of the game, whereas a lot of other champions either drop off or they gain power as the game goes on. But Chris playing on Green Arrow, definitely a strong sustained pick. Tavi just lurking above there.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Oh, Darky comes in and actually eats the lasso from Tavi right there. I mean, in the long run, it wasn't going to be a kill anyways, but still pretty. Still cool to see.
I thought Tavi was going to go ham there, but then I realized there was only 2 of them down there. 2v3. I don't think Tavi's going to fall for that one.
And the thing is, what's your thoughts on this? The fact that Sashka on Shazam, I feel like he needs to be not forcing the fights, but he needs to be acting proactive, or he needs to be the one to really force things to happen.
Yeah.
Problem is right now, I feel like he's being forced to play defensively. He's being forced to just react to the other team is playing right now because he's not able to really get any you know, free ganks off that he wants to. His ults seem to be defensive so far, not necessarily going for engages. And I feel like that's not how Shazam necessarily needs to be played, and at least this one.
No, I agree, and I don't think he's playing as he most likes to play. I think he's been forced to be on the back foot a little bit. Again, he's down this bottom lane, soaking up XP and credits for his 2 bot laners. He's been down here for a while.
I think they realize where their strength lies with Chris, or not Chris, sorry, with Endless, to get him going and to get him, you know, really rolling the ball here. But I feel like, you know, Jutsu and Sander are maybe untapped powers for the team, because I don't think we typically see Na'Vi go for any ganks there, where, you know, they've proven that they can really carry the team. I believe Sander proved in the match versus Dignitas in the August monthly finals that he can definitely carry the team. Just need to have a little bit of faith in him, you know. But the ganks haven't really been focused in that direction. Obviously, it's hard to kill a gas bat, so I'll give, you know, Sashka that. But there's got to be something that can be done. I mean, if you have Tavi taunt him or lasso him, it's like a free kill.
Yeah, no, you're right. But Dignitas have done really well to counter that. Right, it looks like they're going to be taking the top tower here. They dropped the EMP. There's 3 of them up there. Yeah, they're going to take... Oh, no, they're not. It's going to put some good damage down on it.
Yeah,
so as I was saying, yeah, Dignitas done well to counter the ganks, because Schlittzer can escape easily with his flight, bat flight, and Chris can escape with his tumble, and Nurok's hard to gank because of the HP. So where can he go, really? Ooh,
right now he's going on to Dr. Koch. It's pulled as well, back under. That's going to be a kill coming in. Look how low Sashka is, though. Looks like he will barely be able to survive this one and escape, but still, it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade with Darky picking up the kill onto Tavi. And of course, Sashka picking up the kill onto Dr. Cox. So, in the end, not turn's much of a trade here, but now this bomb turn's being pressured. You can see Endless being forced to completely back away from this one. The top one's still being pressured. They're going to pick up at least 1 turret off of this. And that is a huge amount of crits coming in, especially when Raider's coming up in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think it's important to mention that we actually missed Tavi dying. He died in the... Oh. We got Tavi dying.
Yeah, we got that. We got that really quickly.
That's
at the very end of it.
Lapse of concentration then.
But Jutsu, though, teleporting down bomb as well as Nurok. Going for Endless here. Look at this. Like, how are you going to escape Darky and Nurok? They're just going to kill you. And that's a perfect kill to come in right when Raider's coming up. I think I can even hear him calling for it right now. Yep. Because they realize just get top lane, get this Kuxi camera, another Raider, we're going to get another huge amount of gold from this one. Yeah, we don't have teleports anymore, but neither do they. And we can really work with this. Obviously, Center has his up, but the big man is Jutsu, who's going to be not the engage, but it's going to be a key factor in them succeeding in these fights.
And he's backing. And Raider is up. And, you know, I don't think they're going to engage just yet. I think Na'Vi actually have a little bit more control than Dignitas at the moment. Chris is very low. He should have gone back much earlier, actually. He ran all the way up from mid lane expecting to go Raider, but the team didn't follow through, and he now has to back. And Na'Vi are going to be at the Raider in a better position than before Dignitas can be there.
Look what they have as well. Health drop.
Yeah.
Got, I believe it was an EMP I saw a little bit earlier on.
Yeah, they have a speed drop on Sashka.
Okay, maybe a speed drop. There it is. Okay, so they have a speed drop. They have a health drop. So it looked like they really want to contest this fight here. But again, they have to be careful. They have ultimates now all coming up. No, Jutsu has in about 16, 15 seconds left to go here, so they need to be careful. They need to choose their fights appropriately here. And look at a nice front of Jutsu and a Sander. Look at that. Darky going in to separate them, just disperse them across the map here. And Sander might go down, so he's very low on HP. He will fall. That'll be the first kill not coming in. They're not trying to escape this one. Looks like he's commit for the fight here. It's going to be a 3 for 1 trade so far. Look for number 4. They will get it. And now Jutsu, the last mistake, pops the ult onto Darky. That actually might be enough to finish him off here. So see Darky. Oh, he's going to barely. No, the last one comes in, but a triple kill coming in now for Gaspat.
They will avenge Darky there and pick that kill up on Idrikox. Amazing team fight there by Dignitas. Great play by Darky.
Yeah,
that was literally the best plays I've seen all day. Straight in the middle, disperse the entire team. Dignitas just following and clean up.
Fantastic job. Slitzer picking up a triple at the end of that one, I believe it was. And you know what, they're going to get Raider. They got now 6,000 credit. It's going to go even higher with this one. Honestly, Dignitas just playing on a whole nother level right now and really proving that they're the team to beat here at offline events. It might be a little bit different online, but you know what? They have a winning record when it comes to offline against Na'Vi.
Yeah, you're not wrong there, Jason. And Dignitas are really taking the lead in the second game. Na'Vi are experiencing the same as what they had in the game before. Still a little bit. They had the early lead. They did really well. They won some team fights, but not enough.
This might sound a little harsh, but I remember was it Red Eye was talking to someone from Na'Vi after they finished their game and won against HTK a little bit early on, and they were, he brought up, you played against Dignitas before, you played him in the monthly finals, and they were saying, yeah, we didn't really care too much because it was really late for us. It was like 3, 4, 5 in the morning, so we just gave up the games because we didn't care. Well, right now, I can tell you, it's about 7 o'clock here in Germany, 8 o'clock here in Germany. And there's no morning to be seen right now, and apparently they're just kind of getting walked over at this point.
Exactly. I mean, wouldn't surprise me if this wasn't for such a big stake. There wouldn't be as 25 minutes surrender, I mean, Dignitas so crucial and critical with their team fights.
I think they're probably the best team at team fighting. Like they know. I think it's like you saw Nurok. Like I think he knew he was going to go down. I think he did die. Yeah, he did die in the end. He knew he was going to go down, but he's like, well, one more ham. One more anything,
exactly. Just
because I know we're going to win the fight. I'll sacrifice myself to secure that ace, to secure that 4th and 5th kill, and it works out.
Yeah, and Darky has the same mentality. Then both of them guys can get in. They have a lot of health. They can soak up damage, and they just want to do as much utility and damage to the enemy team as possible before they go down. Chris here playing the support marksman, 009 assists.
New meta. New meta.
New meta, of course, yeah.
It's actually all about marksman Darky there.
Yeah, I mean, look at Endless here. I think the picks and bans are working really well in their favor for this mid game, especially. He's 1 of 4 on Cyborg.
The thing is, like, I'm looking at it, like, is he really doing that bad?
Not doing terribly, but I mean, he's almost 2k credits behind Chris. Chris has a fully built Jocho's revolver.
Yeah.
Endless can fight that with a tier 1 Jocho's revolver.
I just feel like he hasn't had the opportunity to really get that power spike that he needs. Like I feel like he's more of a late game carry, obviously with that percent health damage that he does. But
big fight here. Darky just landed a crucial ultimate to disengage from Na'Vi going in. Looks like they just cat and mouse around this this speed camp, who is not there, but they just cat and mouse around here. No, Darky's ultimate is down. And Endless actually used his ultimate as well, so very even trade-off there.
So still pushing top, so Jutsu already very low on HP here, as he's able to just continue to shove this one in. And again, I was trying to point out the fact that I feel like Endless Cyborg is more of a late-game carry, and he just hasn't been able to get to that point. It's not like he's been caught out or anything. He's had great positioning for these fights, but it's just like his entire front line dies too quick for him to do any damage, and he hasn't really built that much attack speed, I guess, to kind of go for that. Let me just shred through you with my passive rather than just kind of crit you and kill you.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually has no attack speed whatsoever. He's going for the crit build, which is sort of luck-based, and I don't think Na'Vi have much luck in this matchup.
I know right now here, so see the 24-minute mark come around in just a few seconds. Yeah. Top turret now going down, and it's about a 10k credit here. Tavi going a little bit too deep here. And actually, he's going to try to be forced, or try to get back away from this one, but one hand could completely ruin things for them, as you see. He's going to fall from this one. Now we Dignitas not pick up another kill. Slitzer securing that one. Jutsu very low on HP. You see Darky now running away with that ultimate on top of him from Atomic Green Lantern. Now Jutsu might fall, as you can see. Very low on HP. He will not survive as Slitzer again picking up the double kill. He's currently at 6, 1, and 3 here. And you know what? They want the dampener. They're getting the health regen here from the drop. And Na'Vi, I don't think they can defend this right now.
They have 2 people down. They're going to have to get up this dampener, and
Endless.
This could be the game. This is classic tilt Na'Vi here.
Oh, that's nice ult coming out Sasha to get away from the team. But again, you can't escape the fat man with his red suit on, and that will be another kill coming. That's 4. They're going to pick up the dampener. They're going to back away from this one. Raider at about 1:20 time. They have a lot of crits to work with. They have a lot of crits to spend. Why not just buy up some items here? and then work from there to finish off.
Yeah, I mean, Na'Vi, they lose a team fight and 2 of them die. So what do? 2 of them go back in. Now they have staggered respawn timers, and they're not going to be able to regroup as fast as they would need to for this next fight, and they're going to lose the inner middle turret.
All right. No, Raider.
Raider's up in 40 seconds, so I think a bit of a premature call there. I think that's Schlitzer calling that. Schlitzer's doing very well on my Gaslight Batman, giving him some pride.
He's doing a fantastic job.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 6-1-5 here so far, and you know, you look at the ultimates on the side of Dignitas and look what they have up and available. Everything.
Absolutely everything.
As Gaspar is now coming up. But you look at the side of Na'Vi, you know, they don't have
free ults.
Tavis, they don't have Jutsus, they don't have Sashkas, which honestly, in the midst of things, it's very big ultimates that you're going to need here for these fights, because obviously the slow is really nice. Jutsu does some pretty good damage with it, but the slow to kind of control the team is one thing that's what HDK and Head Faculty lacked earlier on, is they didn't have enough CC, you know, to chase down. They had so many people escape with little life. Maybe if they had something like that, then it would change things around a little bit. But his ultimate to be very crucial. Not to mention Sashka, who used it at the end of the. I feel like he should have just left it. He should have just left it. He shouldn't have used it before he died on that top dampener, because he knew he was dead. But now he puts it on cooldown for another 29 seconds to go here. He can't really force any engages. Then again, Na'Vi really not looking for any engages anyways. But still, this is going to be very tough to come back from here.
Another Raider going off to Dignitas, just giving them even more control over the vision. And yeah, they're 14k credits ahead, I believe.
Yeah, that Deathstroke's claim already done as well.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the perfect item to have on a cyborg. Like
rubbing it in endless spaces a little bit.
No. I mean, it's unfortunate because he obviously hasn't been able to build what he wants to. He doesn't have the kills like all the rest of the team has on Dignitas' side. But you know, if he could get that item, like he can just shred through everyone here. And you can see Dignitas even toying with them a little bit, trying to force Na'Vi to make a bad engage and trying to defend this bottom turret. You know, so damn tanky here as they go straight for Chris, who's getting very low on HP. Jutsu all alone, though, and we'll have the nice disengage again coming out of Darky, knocking them all back here. And they do have, I believe, everyone here on the bottom side, but you can see Nurak might go down for this one. He will be the first casualty as you see the Bunny. Schlitzer getting, being forced to run away here. We'll get pulled back in as he tries to escape, but it's not had the damage to really back that up with just yet. And you can see how low Na'Vi are from just that 1-for-1 trade here. Not to mention Superdrive's push top side. Look at this. Dr. God's coming in. Picks up the kill from downtown, and I look for Sashka as well. He should fall for this, so Dutchman's able to leap away. Now Jutsu, well, him and Endless will be able to pick up 1 kill here, but now Jutsu's gonna be forced to run back, or he's gonna actually chase this one down here. Either way, it's a 2-for-3 trade, or 3-for-2 trade in favor of Dignitas. And this turret should fall here in just a few seconds. Yeah,
really good there. I think Idrikox could have survived a little bit. I think he'd stayed under the turret for 1 hit too much, and he let out a scream of anguish when that turret picked him off and gave Endless a kill. But yeah, great team fight. Darky doing really well again. I mean, he's seriously playing well on this Robin. He's giving Robin a new name.
But that's what he does when he doesn't sleep. He just practices and practices and practices. Because honestly, he's probably hands down the best support we've ever seen.
Oh, without a doubt, he's definitely the best support in the Infinite Crisis scene right now. He knows everything about the game. You should see him like before the game. He's making notes for his team. He's like the strategist. He's the tactician master.
Right now, he's picking his fights very well.
Yeah.
And, you know, one thing, like I was thinking of saying to Sue earlier on, what that makes Dignitas so scary is when they commit for a fight, like, everyone goes in. Like, it's not like a half-assed kind of thing. It's like one person goes in, we're all going to fight with you. We're not going to let you die no matter what. Yeah. You know, even if it's a bad engage, they're all going to commit to it. When you have something like that happen, you know, you can really depend on everyone to really join you in a fight. So if you're going to go for an engage, you're going to feel more confident in it, and your team, well, is going to back you up to make you make that work and make you look like a genius, which so far Darky has looked like.
It's very true. All ultimates coming up just for Chris now, even though it's a very short cooldown. But it looks like they're just pushing and taking control of that bottom right jungle on the map there. Na'Vi, not much they can do. They're just being funneled back towards the middle, and they're gonna. Looks like they might push down for this bottom dampener.
I didn't actually see this Raider being taken. I remember that one. I was actually wondering where the camera was placed, but either way, Nurak again.
Have they placed the camera yet?
Have they?
Sure. I recall these two being up for a very long time, unless they destroyed it.
Interesting. Well, either way, actually, yeah, they could have destroyed it very well. If you're right on that one. Ooh, Tavi taking a lot of damage there.
He's meant to be tanky, and Chris really hurting him. Wow.
Oh, EMP's coming down the engage yet again here. Just gets a nice pull on a Darky, but it just sets him up perfectly for an ultimate. Separates them one more time as Tavi goes down before his ultimate can really do anything here. And Nurak, well, he's tanking for quite a long time. The turret, or the Dampener now attacking. It's going to be on to Chris here, but he's able to pick up a kill. And Sashka now goes down as well here, looking for maybe another one. Dutchkar's going deep again, looking for Xander, and he will get the kill. And it looks like he actually might even go for the 1v1 against Jutsu here, as you can see. And let's try to run away from this one, but run right into an Atomic Wonder Woman. And that will be now 4 kills coming in. They have Super Drones pushing the top side and the bottom side now. And you know what? This could be the game here. They have the time for it.
Yeah, they have the time to take it. Only Jutsu left defending.
Are they going to do Leviathan?
Are they doing it?
Are they?
No, they're going to push mid.
Oh, it's going to push mid, okay.
They're just going to push mid. Wow, if they did Leviathan, Jason, I'd be happy, man.
I was going to say, that's BM. I mean, that's kind of the point that Leviathan's at now. It's like, you're so far ahead, you feel like you can't even lose it. I would have loved to have seen it, though. At least open it up for us.
Yeah, not the best team fight for Na'Vi there. They actually had really good positioning, but Tavi, that critical ultimate, didn't get the effect it needed. He popped it maybe for like half a second, possibly less, and then he died. He used it just a little bit early. He could have locked him down, mitigate some damage off the rest of his team. Maybe got a pick underneath that dampener turret.
Well, like you said, he's meant to be tanky, but like he hasn't been able to really get to that point. I mean, he has the amulet, again, for the speed, which is always going to help out. He has a Crimson Bible as well. I actually wish I could see the stacks he has on it right now.
He actually has no defensive items in terms of power.
There's a Gambit, but that's it.
Attack armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 5 and 5. And I mean, his actual core items are not giving him much resistances, which is surprising considering almost all of Dignitas deals attack damage.
It's just, now I'm trying to think. The thing is, they didn't do bad in the laning phase at all. Like they were fine, but I think it's because it was due to the fact that him being pulled into these fights every time to contest Dignitas has made it so he can't really get the farm he needs to get the items built up. He's finally going into the Suit of Sorrows, but it just might be a little bit too late. The 35 attack armor might not be enough to actually help him survive here in any of these fights. And Raider now back up. Dignitas gonna pick it up yet again. And with 2 dampeners being down, it's just a matter of time before they push this middle one down.
Yeah, very true. Schlitz having a fantastic game on Gaslight Batman in middle. Their picks and bans have really worked out for them. Endless getting shut down. Well, not shut down so much, but just being, what word am I? Contained. Really being not allowed to have free roam.
He got controlled, like not in the game, but from the picks and bans.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, he's not on green arrows. He's not feeling he's not playing someone he's very, very confident or comfortable on. And that's I guess a wake-up call to the side of Na'Vi saying, we can't have a marksman who's only really able to play one kind of character. You obviously need to be able to play everything. Obviously not to the same extent, but you need to feel a little more comfortable on it, and obviously be able to be that that rock that your team needs. But you can see the dampener, life here, at least for it to hold on. And Dignitas now looking here for it. And Jutsu going a little bit too deep. Shazam coming in as well. So a nice engage coming out of Na'Vi, but Schlitzer not really taking that much damage. Sasha gets completely locked down here. And that's going to be the first kill coming. Looking for a second one as you do see Sander being forced completely back here. Jutsu again, very low on life, but he's somehow still alive, but they're just tanking the turret. They don't really care too much. And you know what? That dampener, it will not be able to pick up a kill. They will pick up 2. Looking for number 3 here. Endless goes down. And Sander and Tavi, the last 2 standing. The dampener are going to fall from this one. They have the middle dampener to go for as well if they want. And they have 50 seconds left on the team of Na'Vi here before they come back alive. Yeah,
perfectly played by Dignitas at the exact right moment as Super Drones are pushing in down the bottom. And then as soon as they saw Endless show down the bottom, bam, engage under that dampener, picked up a kill before Endless could get there. 4v5.
Thing is, it was a good engage on a Na'Vi too. It was a good fight. Like they realized we need to fight now or it's going to be completely over anyways. They try to keep it on the dampener. And the dampener did honestly a lot of damage. But maybe if they're a little bit more tanky, maybe if they had just a couple more items, it would have been a little bit of a different story. Dutchcock's still fighting. Schlitzer coming on to Sander. And their unconscious going to be popped, but just going to delay the inevitable before he does get taken down. Now time the last man standing, the first power core turret. Let's get Wilf on the top side here. Number 2 shortly thereafter. And now it looks like Dignitas, honestly, in 4 games is going to pick up the victory here and be the champions, the grand champions here as Tavi's trying to defend as much as he possibly can, but to be honest, he's not much he can really do, but it doesn't really have the damage, doesn't really have the tankiness. And Sasha going in looking for the kill on a Schlitzer, maybe looking for the shutdown, but you know what, the power core is now exposed, and Dignitas are going to bring it home.
Schlitzer just, there we go. Dignitas take the IC Season 1 finals.
And you can see the relief on their